applications that you can buy for your RV suspension actually work? Well, that's the question I'm going to try to answer for you. And I'm going to use my rig as an example. I'm going to give you some prices, what it cost, some approximate times. Now, I did all the work myself, and my rig's 3 years old, and I put about 40,000+ miles on this suspension add-on kits that I've actually installed. In this video, I hope to answer some of your questions anyway, whether it's worth it or not. And at the end of the video, I'll give you a total, what it cost me, and I'll give you a little breakdown of how I thought it's performed, each and every individual part. I've added quite a few upgrades to my suspension. I did it primarily for an Alaska trip. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Tell me what you think. Have you added on any of these suspension upgrades that we're going to talk about in this video? And if so, leave a comment. Tell everybody what is your opinion of these add-ons. Are they worth the money? Now, everything I'm going to talk about are bolt-on applications. Something that you can do if you have some basic hand tools and not worried about getting yourself dirty and doing a little bit of grunt work. We added the MORryde Kingpin. The first upgrade I made was with the MORryde Kingpin. It allowed for forward and aft movement up to 3 inches and left to right movement up to 3 inches, and it definitely made a difference with the chucking in the truck. Basically the rig pushing the truck forward and aft when you'd cross bridges and or come to a stop or start off. Underneath, I redid my suspension. The very first upgrade I made was I added the Road Armor kit to my suspension. That allows for 6 inches of travel, 3 inches on either side, and also incorporates some rubber bushings that help dampen out the road vibrations. I also replaced my mounting hardware with wet bolts and a beefed up shackle kit so that I could lubricate and extend the life of the suspension itself. The most noticeable addition made was the Roadmaster Comfort Ride shocks. They dampen out the ride. They also provide a little bit of lateral stability to the trailer. You just can't beat the ride. Shortly after installing all the upgrades on the rig itself or the suspension, I did go ahead and install some Goodyear Endurance all-season trailer tires that I picked up off Amazon. Now, I can't honestly tell you if they made much of a difference because the upgrades that I already made improved the ride and stability of the rig so much it was hard to tell. But I heard good things about Goodyear. I've got over 60,000 miles on my rig and I am satisfied with them, and they wear really well. Now that we've discussed all the upgrades I've made on my rig, my answer is yes. They definitely work, at least the ones that I did. The biggest improvement I've seen was in the handling and ride stability. The MORryde Kingpin, it reduced the chucking. Did it get rid of all of it? No, but it reduced it immensely. The Road Armor, I honestly can't tell if that made a huge difference in and of itself, but it is nice to know that I can grease those wet bolts. When I took the manufacturer bushings out, they were disintegrated. The bolts were starting to wear. So replacing that with brass bushings and greasable bolts definitely made a difference. But the biggest difference that I seen was the shock kit. I put the Roadmaster shocks on my rig and instantly I knew a difference. Going across bridges, that chucking that you get, stopping, starting, going across harsh pavement. And believe me, if you've been to Alaska, you know what I'm talking about. Those roads are atrocious. My rig did phenomenal. I had no issues with my suspension whatsoever. The tires, I mentioned when I was talking about it, I installed the Goodyear Endurance tires. Supposedly they got the reinforced sidewalls, comfort ride, all that. Couldn't really tell the difference, but I was impressed with the wear. I believe I've gotten close to 40,000 miles out of those tires since I put them on. So were they worth it? Yeah, better than what it came with. I guess everything that I'm talking about is something that you have to experience for yourself. Everyone's going to tell you their product is the best. Everyone's going to tell you that you should make these upgrades. I know what I did, it worked for me. Stuff inside the rig wasn't falling apart. Trim wasn't falling down. I left coffee in my microwave one time and drove 200 miles on 95, and the coffee was still sitting in there unspilled. My experience, guys. I hope you have enjoyed the video. I hope you've got some insight to some of the things you can do to your rig to improve the handling, stability, the ride comfort, and hopefully extend the life of your suspension components. Now, having said that, as everyone knows, you have to do preventative maintenance. I did actually a video on that. Look in my playlist about mods and upgrades I've made on my rig. If you keep up on everything, grease what needs to be greased, inspect and address issues before they become an issue, you will actually extend the life of your equipment. RVs are notoriously, known to break. But I will say in the last 2 years since I've installed my suspension kit, that is one of the areas I haven't had to worry about, was the actual suspension breaking. It's held up very well. My honest opinion is, for the money that I invested on the rig, it was well worth it. If you were to get these upgrades from the factory, it would cost you thousands of dollars. Now, as I said before, I did all the work myself, and that probably saved me thousands of dollars. Mobile Tech rates, taking it to a shop, those rates are $125, $150 an hour. A lot of these kits I'm talking about are not that difficult to install. It does help to have someone there with you. My wife helped me do everything, so it can be done. Now, one of the other things I will mention is I did adjust my kingpin and my fifth wheel hitch inside my truck so that my rig rode more level. And I do really believe that helped out with the rear axle, the weight on it, and also the wear and tear on the tires. So there are things that you can do to extend the life of that rig. And there are things that you can do investment-wise that are going to make the ride much better than what it is and save you from the normal wear and tear being accelerated. Again, hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. Leave us a comment, whether it's a good one or a bad one, but tell us what you think. We'd really like to know what you think, and I'm sure there's plenty of people out there on YouTube that are thinking the same thing that we are. Does this stuff work? Yes or no? Is it worth my money and my effort? Yes or no? The truth is, until you do the work, experience the ride for yourself, you're the only one that's going to be able to answer that question for your particular rig configuration. All I can say is, for me, it worked, and I didn't have near the money invested than if I'd have got the suspension kit installed at the factory or from the factory.